Okay.
Best meat in town right here.
Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? It's Friday, the best day of the week. I hope that everyone is having fun today. Okay. Hey everyone, hey guys, I'm doing good. How are you guys? Hey Kaminari. I'm good, how are you guys? Assassin's Creed 4 Remake? Black Flag, you mean? Probably, I'll probably give it a try, yeah. Tomorrow's Independence Day. Yep, 250th anniversary. Tomorrow I'll have a barbecue for Independence Day, but I'm also going to do a stream tomorrow. We'll do a stream on War of Rights, the Revolutionary War expansion. Got any room in your posse? I don't know. No, I think we're full at the moment right now. We're at 6 people. We're in a private session, and private sessions I don't think can hold more than 6. Does a governor having a podcast is inappropriate, Pro? What? What do you mean? If a governor, for example, has like a YouTube channel or like a social media and they're like answering questions and stuff like that, and they're like communicating with their voters, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But if they're like doing it just for like celebrity stuff, just like that, like they're not, actually helping or anything like that, then I think it's stupid. Thank you, QC Suppressor. It really depends on what they're doing on the blog. It all depends on that, QC Suppressor.
Any excuse for a little extra nosebleed.
I eventually want to play the Company Heroes games, but right now I don't have the time to play them right now, Hamstill. It's also 200 years since John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, both signers of the Declaration of Independence, died. Yep, that is true. Both of them died on the 4th of July. That's crazy. John Adams, the 2nd U.S. president, and Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd U.S. president, both died on this same day. That is actually crazy. Okay, getting better with free aim. I read some of them, Zach. Do you think Sony convinced Rockstar to release GTA 6 without a disc? You know, the thing about this is I've seen it both, where people are saying, oh, Sony pushed Rockstar to release without a disc, and then people are saying, oh, Rockstar convinced Sony not to do disc. I think it's more that Rockstar was planning on doing without disc, and then Sony basically took advantage of that and basically said, you know what, it's the biggest game ever, it's gonna be digital, this is what we're doing. No, we're gonna do a stream on War of Rights, Trevor. It'll be fun tomorrow. I have a Revolutionary War uniform for that tomorrow. Hey, Pat, I sent you a video on PSN. Will you take a look and tell me if this person using auto-aim in a free aim lobby? Yeah, I can't look at it right now, Brandon, but I can look at it later. Professional, love your videos. I've been following you since 2015. I was one of your first subscribers who inspired me to create my own channel. I have almost 3,000 subscribers so far. Thank you. No problem, SPD guy. You can't see the stream, it's all black? Wait, is everybody else able to see the stream right now? I have a lot of those. I can add you later, though, Zach. But, Yeah, I think I'll give Black Flag Resync a try. Okay.
Good to see you again, sir. Put the gun
Oh,
away.
okay, Shiny Knight.
I don't want to have to arrest you. Oh, good Lord. You made a big mistake.
I heard that Sony is facing some kind of lawsuit over the whole physical thing right now.
You put that damn gun down now. Oh, sorry. What the hell again? You out of your damn mind?
Do you secretly own GTA series videos? No. Do you think GTA 6 will be delayed again? No. Coming out in November. Explain the Nazi invasion of Norway and reasons. That happened April 1940. Thank you, Doe, for the super chat. That was, Norway, was a neutral country, but Germany was basically trying to steal their iron resources, because Norway produces a lot of iron, and Germany was trying to use that for their war machine. That was the main reason they invaded Norway. They are facing a lawsuit involving different prices on people's accounts. Oh, what do you mean by that? So, like, people will be charged differently? I think that's called dynamic pricing when they do that they give people different prices. I never liked the idea of that. Yeah, no, I understand, Wicked.
Didn't get everything you needed.
I can look at it a little later, Zach. The first part of True Crime series, probably on Sunday or Monday.
What's the matter with you? My God! Something slipped your mind?
Which side was more aggressive in the Cold War? I mean, they were both kind of aggressive, but if you had to choose one side, it would be the Soviets. The Soviets were much more aggressive. You want me to prove to you why the Soviets were more aggressive than the Americans during the Cold War? It's for this simple reason. America didn't invade their allies during the Cold War. I should say America didn't invade any NATO countries during the Cold War. The Soviet Union invaded numerous NATO countries, or NATO, I mean Warsaw Pact countries. They invaded numerous Warsaw Pact countries. The Soviets invaded Czechoslovakia, NATO, one of their allies. They invaded Hungary, one of their allies. They invaded Poland, one of their allies. That was all during the Cold War. Let me see here. Sony and Rockstar should be uninvited by Ronda. Well, I hope that more people call out Sony for this. And I've noticed that Sony and PlayStation have not tweeted or said anything on their social media because of this insane backlash that they're getting right now. Thank you, Mario. Do you think that the PS5 Digital Edition console will rise up because of Sony-only digital announcement from a couple of years ago? Yeah, but the thing is I feel kind of scammed right now because I bought a disc drive for the PS5 Pro. What was even the point of that if everything is going digital? Thank you, Jesus, Jay, and thank you, Mario. Explain NATO countries, not defense bill pisses off. Well, thank you, Bork. Well, there were several countries in NATO, like I think Spain was one of them, Germany, Denmark, I think, too. There are several, that it was like an agreement, like, when they joined NATO, it was supposed to be like 2% of their GDP, and like a lot of those countries did not actually pay that amount. Did you hear about the wildfire in Arizona right now? No, I didn't. Let me ask somebody, anybody here who plays Xbox, has Xbox said anything about their future games being all digital, or have they made no comment on this? Like, have they said anything about this? I want to apologize for my behavior on Sunday's stream. I don't really know why I acted the way I did. It's okay, Shiny Knight. You don't have to apologize. It's okay, dude. I appreciate it. If Xbox plays their cards right, they could really stick it to Sony on this. Like, really stick it to Sony. You should be a history teacher. Maybe. I don't know how I would be teaching in front of a class, though. As a finale to GT Online, everyone should gather on top of Maze Bank Tower, sing karaoke, talk about capitalism, and paying off our student loans. What, like Saints Row Reboot? And thank you, Mr. Tiger, for sponsoring my channel for almost 2 years. Not matching for that cosplay, D.
Good lord.
Do you find it awkward when looking at your face cam? No. Sorry for asking, but you'll consider the greedy celebrities and how to handle criticism channel updates. Which will you consider first, Pro?
Holy hell.
I think that like the greedy celebrities, or maybe like the criticism. The criticism one would be better maybe to do next, but that might be somewhere near the end of July. QC Suppressor.
No.
250th anniversary U.S. independence. Yep. Glad you're covering GTA series a lot and debunking fake GTA BS. Keep being amazing professional. Thank you, Katsure, if I'm saying your name correctly.
You goddamn.
Yeah, Microsoft could really take advantage of this situation with the Sony being all digital, yes.
You put that thing down. Nobody needs that kind of trouble.
What is more likely, the USSR reassembles or Red Dead Online gets an update? Honestly, the Soviet Union comes back has more of a chance than Red Dead Online getting an update.
Hello there.
Pat, when the session is free with one spot, invite. I'm going to sell my moonshine. Okay, Brandon, but right now we're full, so we can't invite you, but I will when there's a spot. It's already 4th of July in New Zealand. Happy Independence Day. Thank you, Snowy M.
Well, I guess that draws a line under that one. Here's what we're paying for corpse.
Well, thank you, Flaming Eel. Do you have any Grand Theft Auto merchandise like Kubrick's? I don't know what that is, but I have merchandise like cups and shirts that I sell and mouse pads. No, I don't, Carl Johnson. I think I might have heard of it actually, but
Careful. He's nothing but trouble.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Sony owns the right to the Blu-ray disc technology. So Xbox pays royalty for every disc printed. Since Sony's gonna stop printing discs, Xbox will too. Really? Is that actually true? Can someone confirm that? I don't know. That's an interesting thing. I've never heard of that before. Yeah, but it's just too difficult though, Vanny. It is. The KFC pirate ad is really funny. Yep.
What are you doing?
Does your merch sell well? It sells okay. You know, okay, maybe like, you know, in the month, maybe I have like 2 or 3 people buy merchandise every month. So like that's not like, I wouldn't say that's terrible. Like every month usually somebody buys something, but it's not like amazing. But it's not something, you know, I'm obsessed with. It's fine. It's the way it is. Thank Thank you, almighty, sweet Pawn. People starting to unsubscribe from PS Plus to boycott Sony's bad decisions. And also, this might affect Rockstar's online titles that require it too. Huh. I wonder how many people unsubscribe from PS Plus already. Oh, they're Kubrick's, they're limited edition toy figures of GTA characters. Okay. I love that KFC ad, you wouldn't steal a car. Sony does not own the patent on Blu-ray. Oh, okay. It's sad what Sony is doing. I'm boycotting it. Also, it'd be funny if GTA 6 gets delayed again. Stay cool, pro. You're awesome. Thank you, Anthony Gonzalez. Pat, as of today, Cyberpunk 2077 has sold 40 million copies and has cracked the top 20 games sold of all time. It's one of the best rags to riches stories in gaming history. Yeah, and I remember their launch at first was a disaster, so it shows you that, you know, any studio that, even if their game is a disaster, if they put effort into it and they fix it, they can, you know, they can come back. But it doesn't mean that developers should launch games that are disasters, but at least they fixed that. Thank you, Ultimate Melons, for the super chat also. Yes, I'm gonna do a playthrough of Ace Combat 4. Are you excited for that, TK? I think Ace Combat 4 is my favorite story in the series. Out of all the stories, I think that one's my favorite storyline. It's been a while, Pat. How's your day been? I've been working a commission-only job for 2 months, and it's been hell. I plan to quit as soon as I can. Okay. Okay, well, I hope everything goes well for you, Ferris, and you can find a better job. Thank you for sponsoring my channel for 8 months. I'm eventually gonna do a Red Dead 2 playthrough, I just don't know when. I can't give you an exact date. Yeah, PS3 store shutting down is sad. Yeah, I think, look, Cape Verde, if I'm saying that country's name correctly, they did amazing. So even though they didn't win against Argentina, they did amazing. They definitely proved themselves. Like, because so many people were so shocked that they shot 2 times on Argentina. Like, a lot of people were shocked on that. Because Argentina is such a good team. So they did really good. They should be proud of themselves that they did really good there. Have I played Assassin's Creed games? Yeah, but I stopped at Origins, though. Yeah, Siphon Filter 3 is the only one out of the original trilogy I haven't played yet. I should do a playthrough of it. "250 Years of America," yep. Oh yeah, I know a lot of people have tried, a lot of foreigners have tried American food and are getting used to American culture. Yeah, I know about that. I saw that earlier, Mario. I actually watched that game. Their penalties against Egypt. You're looking like a true cowboy tonight. Happy 4th almost. Thank you. What's the hardest video game you ever played? The hardest recent video game that I played, like recently, would probably have to be, would be Rise of the Ronin. Rise of the Ronin was really hard. It's a lot of people thought that Ghost of Yotei was hard on lethal difficulty. Rise of the Ronin is even harder. Like, that game is super hard. Super, super difficult. Like, some of the bosses, like, I struggled on. I was thinking about it. I'm gonna sell my moonshine now, so don't bother inviting me. Oh, okay, Brandon. I'm sorry. We were just full right now. We couldn't get another person because in the invite only sessions you can only have 6 people. Thank you for the super chat. Happy 250th anniversary of U.S. independence to all Americans. Your channel has helped me understand a lot about video game lores. Play Assassin's Creed Unity because of French Revolution, and you wonder how much this is in USD. It's $7.06. Wait, 7.6. Thank you, Minion Dave, for the super chat. Thank you, dude. Well, it's still the AA-12 is a great gun in Crime Boss, though, Vanny. You think we'll get another GTA 6 trailer this month? My prediction is either the latter half or August. I think that the next GTA 6 trailer is gonna launch right before the GTA Online update. So when the new GTA Online update is gonna come out probably middle of July. That's what people are speculating on. And what they're probably gonna do is they're probably gonna release this GTA 6 trailer right before that update. And they're gonna do it right before the update because they'll probably try to get people excited for the update. So people will get on GTA Online, or while awaiting GTA 6, they'll want to play that in the meantime. So that's at least my prediction on it. Thank you, Tim Marcoux, for the super chat. What's the next playthrough? True Crime Streets of LA. There's a rumor that the new Xbox console might not even have discs, but Microsoft themselves never said that. Ugh. Hopefully that's not the case. The next-gen consoles are coming out next winter, right? They're coming out, like, next holiday season, right? That's when they should be coming out. Right? Am I right on that? Because it's going to be 2027, hang on. And they come out, what, every 7 years, right? So 2006, PS3, and then 2013, it was... Yes, it was PS4, and then PS5 2020, so 2027. So next year, yeah. Next year is PS6, right? Am I right on that? What's your next lore video? A video on the Nong Boys in San Andreas. I know I've been taking my time with it. I'm sorry. I've just been doing a lot of projects. The next GTA DLC is not the final DLC. How do you know, David? What, is that about Nelson Mandela, April Star? That was one game people requested. I could play Sly 2. But I could play Sly 1, though, first, so I understand the story. I still got the PS4, yes. Have I been to Texas, and if so, what's my favorite part? No, I've actually never been to Texas. Who do you think is the most mysterious video game character? Probably the strange man in Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, nobody knows who he is or what he is. Cape Verde, did very good job in the World Cup. Yes, they did. Rockstar did the same thing with the G6 trailer releasing before Salvage Art update. Yeah, they'll probably do it then. Patrick, I passed what, QC Suppressor? Oh, thank you, Snowy Imp. I'm sorry I didn't see your milestone chat. My favorite American food is the American hot dog with tomato sauce and mustard. Oh, thank you, Snowy Imp. I love hot dogs, too. Hot dogs are great food. My favorite, my favorite traditional American food, probably would have to be, probably mashed potatoes. I like mashed potatoes a lot. I do like them a lot. I also like a lot of American seafood. I do like too. I passed what, QC Suppressor? America will play against Belgium on Monday. I'm really worried about that game. That game I'm really worried about. Have you seen a soldier in Red Dead Redemption 2 who thinks the Civil War is still going on? Yes, that guy has some form of PTSD. Oh, I don't know then. I never heard of that movie, April Star. Oh yeah, Alaskan Salmon too. Yep. I do not want discs being phased out. Unfortunately, dude, though, there's probably nothing we can do about it. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow, though, talking about this mess. And if you guys agree with what I'm saying, please, like my video tomorrow and share it just to help the algorithm. But I'm gonna make a video tomorrow, basically addressing as me more of a video of a message to Xbox as like a lifelong PlayStation gamer. Did I pre-order the new Ace Combat? Yes, I did. Am I gonna get Ace Combat 0, the Belkin War? Because they said you pre-order it, so I already pre-ordered it, so I'll get Ace Combat 0, right? What level are you in this game? 473. Do you think the digital-only controversy will delay the PS6? No.
You big old heifer.
I wonder what they're gonna do with PS6 to just, to really, make it that good. The next American tradition will be chocolate pudding. I was asking if you'll consider visiting Colorado. Yeah. Open to visiting a lot of places.
Can't say I like this.
Well, Sasuke, I would suggest check out my video that I post tomorrow, because I'm going to be talking about this problem tomorrow.
Goddamn whore.
When was the last time you've been to an arcade? Oh, that was easy. The last time I was in an arcade was on... It was May,
Go, damn it.
May 4th, 2026. Was visiting a friend of mine I haven't seen in some time. We went to an arcade in his town.
Crap.
Am I gonna play Mafia the Old Country DLC? Oh, right, that comes out next month. Yeah, I'll play it. No, Sky, you can stay.
Get back here.
I will watch your video talk about that when you post it, Pat. I'll be waiting. Okay, yeah. Well, just sometime in the afternoon, though, tomorrow.
Just throw 'em
Eastern U.S. time.
There you go.
Okay. I recently lost my best friends. I've been sad lately, but your videos do help me feel better. Thank you, CJ McGuire, if I'm reading your name correctly. Thank you for the super chat. I'm really sorry to hear that. What, thank you for the super chat, man. I'm glad I was able to help you out there. I'm glad I'm able to make you feel better. If you want, you can add me. You can always talk to me also. Have I finished Tulsa King Season 3? I have.
Allons-y. Faites attention. The time has come, yes? The new batch is prepared, and these buyers are worth impressing.
Yeah,
yes?
Midnight Club I'll be willing to play,
I
yeah.
have done my part. Now you must do yours. I have prepared something superior. Something that will bring them crawling back for more. And now, you must let nothing stand in your way, not even the revenue men. So, on your way, hein? Bonne route.
The next game will be True Crime Streets of LA. The Wolfenstein games, yeah, I do want to play those also one day. Hey Squid, how you doing, man? Pat, if you have any tips on Sly Cooper, I'm here. I play all the games. I've been Platinum on PS3 and PS5, and now I'm working at Platinum on the PS4 version. Oh, wow. So, you're pretty good at those games then, Brandon. Are they like stealth games? It's funny that PlayStation, who usually posts many times every single day on Twitter, has not posted since the announcement of them going completely digital. That is true. That is true. I actually heard about that earlier, that they usually post a lot, and they're not posting anything whatsoever now. I heard about that. Do you have any fireworks for tomorrow? I've never fired fireworks. But I'm going to see them. But I'm visiting family in New York right now, and in New York, fireworks are generally illegal, but like the one day of the year the police don't enforce it is really 4th of July. So a lot of people, they do fire them, but I'll just probably sit on the porch and just, you know, watch the fireworks. I wonder why they stopped posting, because of the backlash they have. Man, this is a far trip here. Yes, they are. Okay, Brandon. Yeah. Took a plane reward.
Stop now! Bureau of Internal Revenue Inspection. Let's stop that wagon. Take us over there. We're with the Bureau of Internal... Slow down. Slow your wagon. We got moonshine! Attack!
Oh, crap. What just happened? Okay, here we go. Almost there. Least favorite GTA protagonist? I don't think I really have one. Maybe Claude, but I still even like Claude, 1KQ. I'm going to Chicago tomorrow with my siblings and my mother for the 4th of July holiday. But the problem is that I have to deal with the hot weather. Yeah, the heat wave is getting tough. Not as bad as Europe, but but yeah, it's heat waves coming through. Thank you, Isaiah, and thank you, 1KQ. What time am I gonna do the stream tomorrow? I don't know, Zach. I'm gonna try to do it a little earlier. We'll see. I'll try to get it done earlier. You think Kenny Petrovich might appear in GTA 6? He might, or it might be somebody else from his family, because he's going to be really old at this point now. Yeah, I've never played a Sly Cooper game, Brandon, so yes, it will be my first time playing it. Didn't Naughty Dog make that series, or is it a different developer? What's the next playthrough? True Crime Streets of LA, and also we'll do probably Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Probably do that too. I'm not a monster, I'm just head of the curve. That sounds like a line that a character says. What is that from? Ghost Studio Comics. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh my God!
Wait, you actually you captured the guy without even going in the camp? Well, that's nice there.
Who's there?
What the?
Show yourself.
How did he survive that? Naughty Dog, the first 3 games, the 4th is different. Okay, Brandon. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, The Dark Knight. Okay. Damn, this one log is like in the way. Now we have to wait 2 months for the fall season, yep. I'm also I'm also holding some Take-Two stock, and I don't know if I should wait until, I'm definitely waiting until the next trailer. I know it'll rise with then, but I don't know if I should hold it until release. Might be better to hold it until release. But then even after release, it might be better to holding it until like the February earnings, earnings call. I would have to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 first. Thank you, Isaiah Zach. 2 months until fall, yeah. Did you know that Macker's voice actor, GTA San Andreas, was a musician? No, I didn't know that. Thank you, Aaron, for the super chat. You're gonna sell it after GTA 6 releases. Don't you think it might go up even higher on in February with the earnings? The earnings date, it might go up higher with that, right? Because when Take-Two announces their earnings. I don't know. Yeah, the elephant gun I do like using.
You're as good as dead.
Oops, first 3 is Sucker Punch Productions, LLC, and 4th one is Sanzaru. Okay, so it's Sucker Punch, not Naughty Dog. Okay, then. How effective are revolvers in the Vietnam era? Well, revolvers are technically less prone to jamming than semi-auto handguns. And in like really hot and humid conditions, especially in the jungle, technically, depending on the revolver, it could be more reliable than a semi-automatic handgun. Like, a lot of, for example, do you know what revolvers were used primarily for in the Vietnam War? They were used for tunnel rats. So, like, the tunnel rats that would, the soldiers that would go and clear out, like, the Viet Cong tunnels, they would a lot of times carry a .38 revolver. Which 38 is not a very strong round, but it's not a weak round either. Thank you, Brandon, for that super chat. Cape Verde did really good against Argentina today. They should be proud, though. Whether I slept funny on Wednesday night or pulled a muscle, my back feels so effed. I don't know. I should still go to work tomorrow. I want to go and I don't. Well, I mean, you can text your boss and tell him that, you know, I can't come into work tomorrow. Because if you're gonna decide on not going to work, you might as well do it now than telling the boss tomorrow. But I will tell you something. I had some really bad back pain once. I fell asleep at my desk. So when I was making a video, I fell asleep at my desk once, and I woke up like a couple hours later. After that, I had the worst back pain. I guess I was sleeping in a really bad position, and that's happened once. If they make a third Ghost game, where would you like the main theme of the story to be? Oh, it's pretty obvious to me where the final Ghost game is going to be. The third Ghost game is going to probably be the final one. But the final Ghost game is going to be set during the Meiji Restoration. I'm pretty positive in that. And the Meiji Restoration, that was in the 1860s, and it was basically when there was a civil war between the Japanese, between the imperial family and also warring samurai clans. And that's probably when they will have the third Ghost game. And you will see some very different weapons. Like, you'll probably see the Gatling gun come in. You'll probably see lever action rifles. You'll see much more accurate, longer guns too, revolvers, you know, stuff like that, like Rise of the Ronin time, basically. You'll see that. And you will also see, and this is the most important, you will also see probably Europeans. You'll probably see foreigners, like foreign armies, like even British army, like French army and stuff like that, because their soldiers were in Japan at that time. But you'll probably see those guys. You'll probably see a lot of Americans too. A lot of American officers had volunteered in that army to train the imperial forces. Have I taken an interest in religion? I know you're Polish and Poland's majority Catholic, which is one of many reasons why I love Poland. Hey, self-aware, Fed, thank you for the super chat. I'm an agnostic. I lean more towards believing. I'd like to believe that there's something out there. That's the way I see it. So that's I don't know fully, but I'm pretty neutral on it. But I lean more towards believing. Yes, Suggesta, what's your question? What's wrong, Cayman? Have I 100% in Red Dead Redemption 2? No, I haven't. I don't know. I can't give you an exact date, Vanny.
Let's go!
What the same?
We got you, boyo!
You gonna get bushwhacked, boy.
Getting better free aim. Read your super chat? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see your super chat, Cayman. Some a-hole recently found out, you hate Invincible people because how gory it is, and they won't stop mocking me. What's or you hate Invincible. Invincible, not Invincible people, I'm sorry. What's Invincible? Is that like a movie or something? Well, look, Cayman, just ignore them. There's dumb people online all the time. They'll just mock people for a lot of opinions they have. You know, don't worry about that, dude. You know, you have your opinion and you stick to it. Horse, what are you doing? Okay. Oh, it's a series. Okay. Snowy him. Any advice on PC gaming for a console gamer? I don't know, Mark. I will tell you this, though, is that, I have a gaming PC and a gaming laptop, but if I was to get another gaming PC, I would get a gaming laptop, like a strong laptop, because I don't want all the wires, you know, carrying everything and stuff like that. I want something, you know, strong, so, like, I don't want to have to build it, so I would probably just buy a gaming, you know, laptop. That's what I would do. Well, you don't have to justify yourself to anyone, Cayman. If you don't like a show, you don't like a show. That's it. You don't worry about what other people say. You know, worry only about your own opinion on it. So I wouldn't worry about it, dude. It's like people really have no right to mock you over that, because it's all a matter of opinion whether somebody likes something or not. Oh, the AK-47 Hoggy. The 100% I'll probably save for a stream for Red Dead, but I would probably do all the side missions and side stories too. But you can easily upgrade a laptop. Sure, I guess you're right on that.
Oh, hey. That last job worked out pretty good. I tell you, those Skinner brothers, they really got my hackles up.
I still gotta do Yakuza 3 too,
Messing
yeah.
in my valley. Mama don't play second fiddle. I play first fiddle, and that fiddle is a shotgun. They need to be taught a
No, I
goddamn
never played
lesson.
Stalker 2.
You hear me? They're camped down at Blackbone Forest. You go there and take out their supplies. Take
Any
my
plans for the
word,
4th of July tomorrow? I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow, but I will also, but it'll be a bit earlier, streaming for 4th of July. And I also want to, like, release a video tomorrow talking about a subject with the PlayStation 5 digital situation. You have 11 million in GT Online now? Well, if you have 11 million in GT Online, you're fine for the next update. You should be good. I wouldn't worry about it. If there is no boycott on Sony, that just proves they can walk all over us. They think they can push us around and say, screw you, give me our money. Yeah. I think that, you know what I think is the best way to stop Sony? is it's to get Microsoft involved. I think that's the best way, like Xbox. Because if Xbox releases an ad right now and says that we're gonna be like you know that 2013 ad where Sony made fun of Microsoft? If Xbox did that exact same ad making fun of Sony now, you know, I think that would go viral, and I think Xbox would get a lot of support if Xbox specifically said we're always gonna keep physical. Would I like to see GTA 4 style combat return in GTA 6, like the health bars and such? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that, seeing health bars on enemies too. I don't think digital is better. I mean, how are you supposed to trade a digital copy? Monopoly is truly awful. A company that's bad, we end up coming back because they're the only good option. Microsoft needs to step up their game. Yeah, so you agree with me then, Alien, that Microsoft could really stop Sony from this. And if Microsoft plays their cards right, they could really hurt Sony over this. Thank you, Alien. You train to be a gunslinger like Bad Bob Munden? I don't know who that is. I don't really use handguns much. No, so I'm not a big handgun guy. I like rifles much more. Thank you, Danielson. Will GTA 6 be 60 FPS? It better be 60 FPS. I heard about that one, Vanny. I know they were based on a real family. Been watching your videos for about 8 years. I was 9 when I found your videos, I'm pretty sure, lol. You have grown to be my favorite creator because you seem to be the last authentic YouTube creator left. Thank you, self-aware Fed. Thank you, dude. That means a lot to me. Thank you, dude. Thank you for that. Bro, I banged up my, left knee pretty bad, and it hurts whenever I straighten it. Should I let my boss know that I might not be able to work, or should I wait until morning to see how it is? You should tell your boss right now, because you don't know what it's going to be like in the morning. I would text right now. The Siege of Budapest, that is Hungary's capital. That must have been like fall 1944 when that happened. It reached over 100 degrees in Suffolk, yeah. It's been getting very, very hot. Most evil character from Red Dead Redemption 1, Edgar Ross. I think it's because he tricked John Marston into doing all of this stuff for him and then just killed him off in the end. General Allende is also really evil, too. Reyes is a pretty bad person also, too. Happy 4th of July, bro. Thank you. Is 60 FPS for PS5 Pro? Reason to spend $1,000 on it. Did they actually confirm that? I've heard people saying that it's 60 FPS on PS5 Pro, but regular PS5 it's not 60 FPS. Where's that coming from? Hi Freddy, what's up, dude? Reyes is pretty bad too, yes he is. Who killed Scooter Payton? You're talking about L.A. Noire. It was the detective. The detective that was found at the, that was right at the scene. He killed Scooter. What do you think of Help's Max Payne 3 OST? I love it. Especially Tears is the song name. When it plays in the airport shootout at the end, it's perfect for, like, you know, to symbolize Max Payne 3. Hey, Ayaka. No, I don't think there's gonna be another console update for Red Dead Redemption 2. Or a PS5 update, even. You're the greatest, man. Thank you. What has been your most expensive cosplay? It might have been the Juggernaut cosplay I did for, the Polito score in GTA 5. Or it might have been the, Aiden Pierce cosplay for Watch Dogs 2. I'm also gonna have a video on a cosplay outfit that I'll show how to make that. And, it's for a video game character. How you doing, Pro? I'm doing good, Brett. How are you? We're probably gonna get another Red Dead game, because it's really popular, but we're not gonna get it for probably, at least 10 years. Because Rockstar's gonna be so focused on GTA 6 now. They're not gonna worry about that at all. Have you ever watched a show called Leverage? No, I haven't. We don't deserve you, Pro. Thank you. No, it just is my eyes a bit itchy today, Zeke. Okay, we'll wait until, Oh, we already finished the mission. Your channel's really underrated. Thank you. You really excited for GTA 6? Yeah, I am. Really excited for it. Which historical figures would you hang out with? Oh, Teddy Roosevelt. I think Teddy Roosevelt would be the coolest guy to hang out with. Bro, I just wanted to say that you were my favorite YouTuber. I just stopped to ask your thoughts on Red Dead Redemption 3, but glad you seem to be doing well. Get some coffee. Thank you, John. Yeah, well, that's because we're in a private session, Minion Dave. Can the Hellriegel machine gun be made today? No, it's impossible because we don't have the plans for it. If that gun ever turned up today, it would be worth so much money if it ever turned up today. Pro, you can only choose to go. You can only choose to go back in time. Be one of the three: pirate, cowboy, or samurai. Well, to answer your question, though, self-aware, is I have to know the time period for each one, because the cowboys all lived in different time periods. I mean, there was cowboys that lived in the, early 1800s to late 1800s, and then also the 1900s, too. So, and then samurai lived for, thousands of years, or so, different time periods. And also with, pirates even exist today. I'm assuming you mean the Caribbean pirates, but, what time period specifically? Self-aware. Thanks, Pat. My favorites are Painkiller in the stadium level when Crusher ambushed and Panama in the Canals flashback. Love the AUC history in your video. Thank you, Jolly. Thank you for the super chat.
Come out where I can see.
Damn, I need to put a different gun on here. But I want to answer his question, but I just want to know what time period he's talking about specifically. You don't have to super chat me again if you could just tell me what time period. Caribbean pirates, samurai during the times of the Mongolians, and Wild West cowboys. Probably the Wild West cowboys, because really a cowboy can really, you know, freedom to move around, do really what they want, go where they want. They take a lot of different jobs. Yes, FARC and AUC, yes, they had a lot of different, you know, Colombia is not really a country that people think has a lot of terrorist organizations, but it actually does. They have the AUC, the FARC, they had also the ELN. There's a lot of different terrorist groups in Colombia. What genre do you think was cool, steampunk or digital punk? I know what steampunk is, but I've never heard, or diesel punk. I've never heard of diesel punk though, Aaron. What other guns in World War I never saw action? That one attachment on the M1903 where it converts it to fire 30 caliber and is semi-automatic, that, I'm pretty sure that didn't see any kind of action in the war. It was just a prototype that was made. Okay, deliver him at 2 minutes then. What is your favorite GTA heist crew talking about the story?
Oh no.
My favorite GTA heist crew talking about the story? What do you mean, D?
Untie me or else.
Do you think the Angolan Civil War would be a great setting for a Mercenaries game? Yeah, it's possible too. But I think that for another Mercenaries game, they should pick a real-life country, but create like a fictional war for it.
Oh God.
Why the mask? You expecting a dust storm, partner?
Professional, would you be a sailor of the U.S. in the Battle of Leyte Gulf or the Battle of Okinawa? The Battle of Leyte Gulf is, I think, the largest battle the U.S. has ever fought in its history. Not on the amount of deaths, but just the large scale. Like the Battle of Leyte Gulf, I think it went on for 500 or 600 miles. Like it was like a massive area where like the battle was taking place.
Oh God.
And Okinawa, they shelled Okinawa a lot. 3 things I want to see in GTA 6 is the Burger Shot and Cluckenbill, the homeless guy from GTA 4, and the police scanner thing in police cars.
Alright, that's enough for one day.
Come on.
Homeless guy Jerry Kapowitz, he's definitely probably going to appear in GTA 6. Police scanner thing? Well, I'm not too familiar with those. Self-aware Fed. Thank you for the super chat. I saw your video on the physical disc drama. I'm gonna have another video talking about it tomorrow, but it's gonna be a video giving a message to Xbox. Oh, story mode D? Packy, D. I would like to see them do a new, a real country though, Zach. Discord security in a nutshell.
Arrogant bastard.
Yes, Leyte Gulf happened. It happened off the coast of the Philippines, that is true. Oh, to track people. Oh, that's the police database. Yes, I know what you mean, self-aware Fed. Now I know. I want money to be more useful in GTA 6. Yeah, and GTA 4 overall is my favorite GTA game. But that's probably my biggest complaint about GTA 4, is that the money just felt useless. It really did.
Hey, what's your problem?
Damn it all!
Oh God!
Favorite antagonist in Tulsa King?
Goddamn fool!
Y'all
Probably Dunmire. Yeah.
Devil in hell!
Damn it all!
Horse-faced inbred.
Goddamn fool!
Something stung you, huh?
Oh my God!
Son of a whore!
What happened if you sat with Hitler and Stalin without realizing, but what you do if either of them started confrontation? That would be two of the most evil men, you know, on the planet that you could possibly be in the same room with.
Oh my God!
Good lord.
I know you're there! Come out!
If I was you, I'd have put a bullet in him for sure. Whatever it said on the poster, it's all right there for you.
You always leave the house looking like that.
What's the issue?
Whatever you're planning can't be good.
The Battle of Kwantan. I've never heard of this one. Let me look this one up. The Battle of Kwantan.
Help! Someone help! Help! Help!
Oh, hell! All to hell!
You better get away!
Wow. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm looking at it. One battleship sunk, one battlecruiser sunk, 840 killed. And it happened right off the coast of Malaysia. Yeah, this happened right after Pearl Harbor too. It seemed like a disaster for Britain. I've actually never heard of this one.
That's crazy. Sheriff, where are you at,
When next-gen
Sheriff?
consoles come out, everyone might as well buy PCs because consoles are just discount PCs now. You know, that was the thing I think consoles really had going for it over PC, is that with consoles you could have physical discs, where PC is almost all digital at this point. Almost is. But consoles had the physical thing for it too. I think that's the one thing they had on PC, but now without that, PC has a massive advantage. Thank you, 2012. What do you think the Desert Eagle isn't as much in Max Payne 3 when it's heavily featured in official arts and screen caps, when the Taurus 608 is rare? Well, I love the Desert Eagle. It's my favorite handgun in the game. It does so much damage. For another Mercenaries game, why not take the Crisis route and in the third act introduce the Furons from the Strel Human, say Cuba uncovers a cache of Furon technology? Nah, I wouldn't want something like that, Zach, because the Mercenary games are always still made to be serious and anti-war. I wouldn't want some, like, stuff like that, like...
Country folk, country
like some fictional stuff like that being made. Probably you should use the super chat donation from the stream to do a KFC and Domino's mukbang. Wait, what's a mukbang?
You made a mistake getting on the bad side of the law.
Well, I've never heard of Diesel Punk. It's the first time I've heard of it. It's only featured in the docks in Panama level, not much else. Yeah, you do got a point there. They're remaking Max Payne 1 and 2. Yup, this they are. Yeah, there's so many pictures of Max Payne with the Desert Eagle, I agree. I also have the cup and the mouse pad also, Braylon, but I don't really have any other ideas for merchandise designs. I don't even know what a mukbang is. What is that? I'm gonna go now, Pat and Chad. Take care and good night and happy 4th of July. Also, thanks for playing with me on Crime Boss. Can't wait for GTA 4. Thank you, Visionary. I'll see you, dude. Take care, man. Can you do a guide on how you get monetized? Well, you need to have like a certain amount of views, and I know you need to have 1,000 subscribers. That's the policy. Is back in the day, anyone could get monetized instantly, but now you need to have 1,000 subscribers and have a certain amount of views. It's a lot harder for newer channels to grow today. I pre-ordered GTA 6, but I still have all my money. Are they supposed to charge in November or something? I think so. That is, I guess there's that, Silver Fox. I should check if they took money from me too. Got into Take-Two into stocks, or I got into stocks thanks to you. I almost €100 profit with just a few Take-Two shares. GTA 6 money can pay off GTA 6. Thanks, bro. No problem, Dragon Fury. Glad I was able to help you out. A mukbang is where you eat a ridiculous amount of food. Oh, okay. I don't think I could. You know when I was younger, when I was like in my 20s, I could eat so much food. And even though I'm not a big guy, like people see I'm kind of skinny, I could actually eat a lot of food. I was like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, basically. But the thing is today, these days, I can't eat as much as I could back in the day. Like, I can still eat a decent amount, but I can't eat as much as I could, like, back in the day. Like, now my stomach just locks when I just eat too much. The PS Store debits at the time of pre-order, I believe. Okay. I could, Braylon, but I don't have any ideas for any designs. Do you? Anything I can make? The M16 is just more iconic than the FAL. Eight-cylinder revolver. Well, it's got to have a smaller, cartridge then, right? What cartridge does it fire? Who wins? Villains, heroes, versus reality, versus Hitler and Stalin? What is Zatsu? Pro, you're not going to believe this. On a private college club Discord server, someone got hacked and tried to scam the whole group by giving a phone number for concert tickets. They got banned. Oh. Huh. It's 357 Magnum. That's gotta be a massive gun then. Jolly. No, there might be some references to the events of GTA 4, because we're gonna probably see a lot of GTA 4 characters in GTA 6. You have to remember, Vice City is closer to Liberty City than Los Santos is. Braylon, I want to release more merchandise, but I don't know if I have any ideas for more stuff. Did you get my mouse pad and my cup too? Yes, Duck Boy. I think I have the PlayStation 2 Classic, so I can do the original Red Dead. Would you be interested in participating in a World War II reenactment? Oh, yeah. What game am I going to stream tomorrow? War of Rights, probably. Yeah, War of Rights or Revolutionary War mod. Or Revolutionary War expansion, I should say mod. You can make a plushie of your GT Online character. I don't know if that would be considered copyright. Would you own a Galil? Yeah. Do like especially Cold War guns. Vice City is also close to Kyle. That is true. That's why we might see El Rubio. I'll see you, Demigod. Take care, man. That is true, Grundle. Let me get a water, guys. I will be right back. I'm just gonna get a bottle of water. I played Medal of Honor. Yes, I played Medal of Honor Frontline and I played Medal of Honor Rising Sun. I still gotta play Medal of Honor Airborne. But okay, I'll be back and just let me get a water. Be right back.
It's all over for ya.
Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. Let me just, okay. Okay, sorry about that. I got a iced tea instead. Okay.
Oh, please, God.
Let me read the chat here. Scroll back up. Are you the owner of any firearms, guns? No worries, you don't want to share that. I have a bunch of firearms, mostly older. I have a few modern ones, but mostly older guns. But I do have a bunch. Sony has lost their minds. Wait, what happened, Cayman? Hydration break, yeah, it's like the World Cup. You know what I don't understand about the World Cup? I've been watching the World Cup a lot, and every single time there's a hydration break, the fans all just boo, boo, like every single time there's a hydration break. It's like, the players are tired. Like, they want a sip of water for just, like, 1 minute. It's like, but it's like every single time there's a hydration break, the fans I notice in the World Cup are just all booing. Like... Hey, professional. I love your videos and the dedication you have to create in real life costumes for your playthroughs is so awesome. Thank you, Duddy, the Duddy Dude Real. I see that you have an Ace Attorney avatar right there. I've actually played the Ace Attorney Investigations on the channel. I don't know if you've seen that. I did playthroughs of those games. The only ones I haven't played is the original trilogy, but I have played a lot of them. I played the original trilogy and I beat it on my own time, but I never played on the channel. Yeah, has anyone here watched the World Cup? Like, so like, there's gotta be somebody who's seen the World Cup here, at least one game. There's like whenever they do the hydration break, like the fans are just all booing, boo, 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 like every time. It's like the hydration break is only like 2 minutes, it's not a big deal, but it's like the fans are all just going crazy. What do I think of the Ace Attorney series as a whole? I like it a lot. I will just say one thing is the one thing I really didn't like in the original Ace Attorney games, like the original Phoenix Wright trilogy, is I hated how like the certain investigation days, like when you have the investigation days and you have the trial days, that on certain investigation days, like you could not proceed unless like you went to a specific character and you showed them something. Like it was like it got time. You know what I'm talking about, right? That certain parts of the story, it's like there's certain characters you have to show them something, like and show them a piece of evidence to like proceed. And it was like times where I spent like hours trying to figure out what I had to do, and I didn't realize what I had to do. I had to show somebody something. And that was like to advance the next form of dialogue. I know they fixed that in the later games. In the later games, they fixed that. Like they fixed that in the Apollo Justice trilogy, where like you know you could talk to your assistant, and they will they'll tell you like where to go next and stuff like that. But that's one thing I didn't like in the original one, is that you couldn't advance unless you like show them like a piece of evidence. Yeah, Trucy was her name. Maya in the original assistant, and then Trucy was the other one. From my understanding, it's not because of the player hydration, but more against FIFA, because typically the only commercial breaks are for halftime, and now they're pushing ads during the game. Oh yeah, that I do, you know, understand that. What do you think was the Duddy Dude Real? Tell me something. What do you think is the worst case in the entire Ace Attorney series? And you don't have to worry about spoilers because I've played all of them. So I played I played the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I beat that, both 1 and 2. I played the original Phoenix Wright trilogy, beat those games, and I beat the Apollo Justice and even the Miles Edgeworth Investigation. Both of the games. Like, what do you think was the worst case? Like the worst written case in the series? Do you think it's Big Top? Because a lot of people think that Big Top is the worst case in the game, but... Can you speak Polish? Yes, I can. Jak się macie? Umiem po polsku? Ja teraz gram grę Red Dead Online. How are you? I know how to speak Polish. I'm playing Red Dead Online right now. What other shotguns do you own? I only really own one shotgun, the Browning Auto 5. And the shotgun that I actually own is actually in this game. So the only shotgun I actually own in real life is actually, it's this gun. This one. The semi-auto shotgun, I have this one in real life. I also have the Springfield Crag. I have that one also in real life. Do I drink energy drinks? Not in some time.
Done deal.
or the guitar one. The guitar case, that was like the second or the third case, right? That I think that was the third case in the first Apollo Justice game. The guitar one, that case itself wasn't that bad, but I do think that they made a few things that what didn't make sense in that one. Like the guy that got accused of the murder in that case, I forget his name. What was the short guy? The short guy, he was accused of the murder in the third case in Apollo Justice. It was like the concert one. He pretended to be blind, but he really wasn't blind. Forget what was his name again? That character in Apollo Justice. What if World War I is still ongoing until at least the 1980s? Impossible. Because if a war lasted that long, it would bankrupt every single country on the planet. Thank you, Aaron. Do you ever see November 22, 63 TV show or book by King? No, what is that? Thank you, Steve. Denying. What is that? Lammeror was the singer, I'm pretty sure. We're talking about the piano guy. The piano guy. But regardless, the piano guy, what made no sense about that case is that Maki, yes, it was Maki was his name, that's what I remember now. So about Maki was like really short and small, and somehow they were accusing him of managing to overpower, you know, that the guy he killed was like, supposedly killed, was like a really big dude, and that somehow Maki managed to overpower him and use his revolver and shoot and kill him, which made no sense. And then also the fact that Maki somehow had the energy to drag that body all the way up to the top of that stage platform. Like Maki is such a small person, how would he manage to drag a body like that big, like all the way, like, you know, across the entire concert, all the way to like the stage? It made no sense. So like the fact that like Maki was like the prime suspect in that case, that's what made no sense to me in that one. It was like, it's some pretty bad things. And I don't, and what was his name? Damien. I think it was Damien was the, or was it, it was the guitarist, I remember. He was like the bad guy that did the murder. I don't think they ever explained how he managed to drag the body to the stage, or how he managed to knock Maki out, because Maki was knocked unconscious. I don't think they ever explained how he managed to knock Maki out, and also drag the body all the way to the stage. I think that part of the case was never explained, was it? So, like, that case had, like, a lot of holes in it, so it was pretty bad. I think that was the worst case in the Apollo Justice trilogy, but I think the worst case in the Phoenix Wright trilogy was probably Big Top. Big Top, the circus murder one case, that was probably the worst one in the, let's see here, and thank you, Braylon, for the super chat again. Thanks, dude. What are you gonna do for the 4th of July? Tomorrow we're gonna do a few things. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a video coming out. It's gonna be a video about me, talking to, it's gonna be like a video a message to Xbox as like a longtime PlayStation fan talking about this digital thing, trying to get Xbox's attention. And then the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a live stream of War of Rights, a Revolutionary War expansion. And then after that, we will do, I'll do a barbecue, but that will be, after the stream. That'll be, my own thing. That's what I plan on doing. More merch, a plushie of your profile coming. Maybe I could try to get that, Braylon. What do you think of the Taurus guns, like the PT-92? Did I ever see the Mothman Prophecies movie? No. I know the Mothman thing is like West Virginia folklore, but I don't know that much. And thank you, Jolly. Let me see. Hang on a second here. You said the PT... Oh, it's a Brazilian manufacturer of the Beretta 9mm. I know this is in Max Payne, but what is the difference between the PT-92 and the Beretta M9? Beretta M9. Let's see, what is the difference between the PT-92 and the... The primary difference is the safety location, the decocker function, and the price. The Beretta M9 uses a slide-mounted safety that acts as the decocker. The Taurus features a frame-mounted safety that allows the pistol to be carried cocked and loaded, with the hammer back and safety on, much like a 1911. And the modern version of the PT-92 comes with a rail mount below the barrel. Okay. The thing about the Beretta M9 is actually a pretty big handgun. Like, if you've seen it, it's actually a pretty big handgun. Pretty large one. Okay. Who do you think is the most evil dictator? Hitler or Stalin, the Kims in North Korea, or Mao? Look, here's my view on this as somebody who reads history a lot and likes history. I'll compare the three guys like Mao Zedong, Hitler, and Stalin for you right there. So look, the crazy thing is that Hitler, Mao, and Stalin are considered the worst dictators in history, and yet those three dictators all lived in the exact same time. There are people that are still alive today that lived under Hitler, Stalin, and Mao. So that is those are the three like most devastating dictators, and they all lived in the exact same time, pretty much. Now, who is the worst one of the three, Hitler, Mao, or Stalin? The way that I see it personally is, I don't know what it would accomplish by, proving who is worse or who is better or what, anything like that, because literally, all it is like choosing your poison. That's what it is. Like, these guys were like the most evil dictators ever. I mean, these guys were ruthless. And all of them invaded countries. Like, Mao invaded Tibet also. So, Mao invaded, South Korea also. So it was, Stalin invaded, Finland, the Baltics, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. He invaded Poland twice. He invaded, Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Romania too. Hitler, Hitler, the amount of countries Hitler invaded. But anyways, the way that I see it is that instead of debating on who is the worst dictator, we should just be generally happy that all of them are dead and that all of their empires are gone and that we don't have to deal with them anymore. That's what we should be more happy about. That Hitler, Stalin, and Mao are all gone, and that their empires are gone, and that we don't have to deal with them anymore. That's I think what we should be be the most happy about, because like the world is a better place without all three of them. Well, to add on to your point though, Bad Gamer, what I'll say about that is that China still exists, I guess, in a way. It's not Mao's regime anymore. It's Xi Jinping, but it's China today is a bit different than Mao's China. Do you think Sam knew Salieri was selling dope? Yes. Could I read your super chats? Sure. What do I think thank you. More merch, a plushie of your profile. I would have to put a plushie of my face, like in my YouTube outfit, instead of putting up my profile, because I don't know if I would be allowed, because it's kind of like South Park style, and trying to sell that would be like a very gray area, so I don't know if that would necessarily work. But Bad Gamer, about your point though, what's your question suggest? I'm sorry, you said never mind. What's your question? Look, here's what I'll say is if you look at fascism and communism, right? Both of those ideologies. Fascism and communism, both of those ideologies are still actually fairly modern and recent ideologies in history. They are. Like, both fascism and communism those ideologies were created within the last 100 years. I mean, you could make the argument that communism was going back even 200 years because it started out with Karl Marx, which was the Communist Manifesto, and that was in the mid-1800s. But, you know, the first technically communist country was the Paris Commune, but that didn't last very long. That was in the 1870, and then after that it was the Soviet Union. But when we think about, like, communism, for example, communism and fascism, both of those ideologies fairly new within the last 100 years, and even though both of those ideologies are, you know, new and within the last 100 years, fascism and communism combined have killed more people than any other ideology in history. You look at all of the empires, the monarchies in history, all of the other dictators, and if you just, like, compare communism and fascism and you put those together, they've killed more people than all the other dictators and monarchies in history, you know, combined. That's how insane that is, that those two ideologies, even though they're in the last 100 years, have just killed so many people. You know, it's gonna be over, you know, 300, 400 million people dead, you know, if a combination of both fascism and communism. It's literally, it might even go up to 500 million. Like, just the amount of people that died under both of those regimes. So that's why it's, both of those ideologies caused so much destruction and just so much brutality and horrible things throughout history. What about communist imperialism? Well, a lot of communist countries are imperialist. You know, the Soviet Union was a very imperialist country, but the way that communists see themselves, communists don't think that they can be imperialists. Like, they constantly accuse everyone of being imperialist, but they don't think they themselves can be imperialists. Idi Amin was a psycho in Uganda, and the thing is, when Idi Amin was coming to power, a lot of people thought that he would change things in Uganda. They thought that he would change things for the better, that he would make a better Uganda, but he turned into a complete psycho and just destroyed the country. And then he invaded Tanzania, and then when he invaded Tanzania, it was a complete disaster. Complete disaster for him. Pol Pot is very evil. Yes, Pol Pot is a complete psycho. Pol Pot killed 2 million people. The crazy thing about Pol Pot, if you want to know how much of a psycho Pol Pot was, if the government, if the government saw you as being too fat, that you weighed too much, they would actually accuse you of hoarding food, and you'd be executed for that. So if you were, like, you know, if they considered you, you know, weighing more than you should be, they'd execute you for that. That's what Pol Pot did in Cambodia. If you spoke a second language, they would execute you in Cambodia. They'd kill you for that. If you arrived late to work, you'd get executed. You'd be killed for that. And so, like Pol Pot was such a scary dictator, it's even scarier than North Korea. It is. And I'm not defending North Korea when I say that, but, like, Pol Pot's Cambodia is even more scarier than Kim Jong-un's North Korea. Like, the way that it was. Like, it was just, like, that was such... Communist Cambodia was literally one of the scariest, like, dictatorships on the planet. It was, like, absolutely terrifying. If you wore glasses, yeah, that was another one, too. It was just... It was horrible. I hope Framer Shame is back on GTA 6. Well, they will definitely have TV shows. I don't think so, Venny.
Filthy little rat. That's a fine hoss.
Can you look up what the AS-44 gun is? Isn't that a semi-automatic rifle? I think, isn't that a Soviet gun? I think that's a Soviet gun, isn't that? Let me see. I think it's a Soviet gun. Let's see if I'm right on this.
Just my luck, it happened again.
Yes, it is a Soviet gun. I've heard of this gun before. Yes. Yes. Okay, yes. It doesn't say how many were built, or 7 different prototypes it says that they had. But yeah, it looks like, it's a rifle that fires 7.62 by 39. It uses AK-47 mags, but it's a lot of people mistake it for an AK, but it's not an AK.
You signed your life away, you know. I won't
The worst Ace Attorney case is Turnabout Big Top. The love triangle between the two adult men and a 16-year-old girl is atrocious. It's disgusting. Yeah, it is. I know exactly what you're talking about. However, though, I will say that in the TV show, in the anime, I don't know if you've seen the Ace Attorney anime. In the Ace Attorney anime, they made that case actually a bit better. It was still pretty bad, but they made that case actually a bit better because, what's her name? The girl, the trainer, I forget her name. She was completely oblivious to the horrible things that she had done. Like, she was completely oblivious that because of her actions that a lot of this stuff had happened. Like, she was just so cheerful a lot of times, she was so oblivious of all the bad events that happened. I remember when she did like a prank where she told one of the acrobats, like, who was Acro's brother, she told him to put his mouth inside, or his head inside the lion's mouth, and that lion in the circus was trained to, not, bite people when they put their head in their mouth. Like, it was like a circus trick. But she gave him pepper, which caused the lion to sneeze, and then the lion ended up biting him when he had his head inside, which basically put him in a coma, and then the circus trainer had to basically put the lion down with a shotgun. And then she was like completely oblivious over the whole thing that she had basically put a guy in a coma, and she and then her father later was killed because he went in place for her because Acro wanted revenge because Acro tried to stop the lion and he got paralyzed because of it. I remember the whole thing, but in the anime though, she realizes that what she did was wrong and she starts apologizing for the whole thing. So they changed the case up a little bit in the anime. But I would highly suggest that you watch the anime though if you haven't already, because the anime version of that case is so much better than the game version of the case. Would she have been charged in real life for Acro's brother's head in the lion's mouth? Well, it didn't end up killing Acro's brother. It put him in a coma. But yes, you could be charged with attempted murder on that. If you put somebody in a life-threatening situation, if you know that, doing something is going to, endanger somebody's life, and you let them go through with it, then you could be charged with attempted murder, because he was trained to basically put his head inside the lion's mouth. Like, that was his training. Like, that. And the lion was trained for that too, so, like, it was part of the show. But literally is putting, giving the lion pepper, knowing that the lion is going to sneeze, and while a guy has his head inside and causes the lion to basically bite on the person's head, then yes, you could very much be charged with attempted murder if you knew that was going to happen. Yes, it was Brisk Tea. 1 second here. Gotta charge my... Hold on, my controller. I gotta charge my controller. Give me 1 second here, everyone. Okay. Controller died at the worst moment, too. Okay. But did you watch the Duddy Dude reel? Did you watch the anime? Because the anime is much better in that case. But I will say you know what my favorite case in the original Phoenix Wright trilogy was? My favorite case in the original Phoenix Wright trilogy was it was the 5th case in the first game. I forget the name of the case, but it was with that really evil police chief, Gant, I think his name was. It was and then the serial killer case in that too was like the serial killer who died earlier in the case, and then he killed the detective, and he framed the detective's murder on the serial killer. I remember that. Like that was like a pretty disturbing case, but it was like a good one. Like I really liked that one. The 5th case in the first game, that was really good. It's a shame though the Ace Attorney anime never covered that case. I think the reason the Ace Attorney anime never covered that case is because how brutal that case was. That's why they probably didn't bother making it in the anime. It's the only case the anime skipped on. Rise from the Ashes, yeah, that's the one. I don't know. I've never heard of Yu Yu Hakusho and Ghost Files Mobile Police Plot. I've never heard of these anime. Damon Gant, yes. The chief of prosecutors? I thought he was the police chief. Oh, but chief of prosecutors, but it's... Okay. Okay, I'll see you, Brendan. Take care, man. Do you mean the case where it shows a prosecutor killing a guy in a boat? No, that was like the 4th case in the first game. I'm talking about the 5th case. Oh, Damon Gant was the police chief. Okay, so I was right, CT, yeah, then. I would like to see a new Ace Attorney game. I hope that Capcom does consider bringing it back, because I would really like to see a new one. Did General Braddock give Washington his Officer Sash and pistols before dying? I don't know. That one I don't know. I do know that Braddock was an idiot, basically, though. He ignored a lot of Washington's advice. Like, Washington was from North America. Like, Washington was from the colonies. Like, Washington knew that region. He knew that land. He knew exactly how he knew how the French were gonna fight, including the natives, but Braddock didn't want to listen to him because he thought he was just a colonial soldier.
You get back here!
Oh, I know. People do these stupid TikTok pranks. Like, I know there was TikTok pranks where, like, people would, like, run up to people's doors in the middle of the night and try to kick the door down, and it was like a challenge to see if they could kick the door down in, like, one kick. It was like a TikTok thing. It's like, these people are idiots. And they're playing with fire. It's like, in my country, trying to kick somebody's door down in the middle of the night is, like, an easy way to get shot. So, like, literally, these idiots are, like, playing with fire. And I think that did happen in one thing. Like, an idiot doing the TikTok door challenge got shot. Remember Password Plus Pro? I've only got 4 weeks left of that show. Just finished episode 779 of 801. Only missing a handful of episodes. Wow. I don't know if I would have the patience to watch this show even for that many episodes, Mario, but you're really into it. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Bro, do you think GTA 6 is gonna last 1 year only on PS5? It's not gonna be only on PS5, but what do you mean it's gonna last 1 year only on? Oh, you mean when PS6 comes out? When PS6 comes out, GTA 6 will probably have their own version. They'll probably have like a PS6 version. Joe Biden gave me permission to randomly fire a shotgun out of my front door if I'm scared. You know, the thing is that I remember that video. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was like a 2012 video, and he was responding to a question on firearms, and he said that you only need a double-barreled shotgun, which what he doesn't understand is double-barreled shotguns are actually some of the most expensive guns out there. Like, they're pretty expensive. You know, a pump-action shotgun is much cheaper than a double-barreled shotgun, but he said that the advice that he gave his wife is that she's to go out on the porch if there's like an intruder and just fire both blasts in the air, which is stupid because if you fire both blasts in a double-barreled shotgun, you're out of ammo at that point. You have to reload. And secondly, that's highly illegal. Is you are not allowed to do something like that. You're not allowed to fire up in the air to basically scare somebody. You can't do that because then the rounds are going to come down. And with a shotgun, it's even more deadlier because it's all the pellets are going to come down, so it can hit even more stuff. And so that's illegal. It's dangerous. It's stupid. You know, if you're going to be defending yourself, you aim at the person trying to rob you. You know, the person that is, that is threatening you. You use that in self-defense. You don't, fire up in the air. But, like, that advice that he gave, that's actually illegal. If somebody did that, like, followed, his advice, they'd actually get arrested in a lot of places. The new Xbox is gonna have Steam? Really?
Whoa!
How is that gonna work?
Dang, this shit ain't for me.
I'm hopeful.
Well, the son-off shotgun a lot of times was called a Lupara, and it was used by the Sicilian mafia, and that was like they wanted to send a message to people when they used it. Don't bullets lose their original impact strength when they fall down from the air? When bullets start falling, they do lose power, but they still have enough power to kill. Did you hear about a woman who shot a man in Florida? I heard that she was arguing with the woman over a parking dispute. What? The hell is wrong with people?
You kidding?
I can't believe this!
I did hear about that story, Eric. That girl that died from the alligator. It's really sad. It's horrible. I heard about that.
Untie me now!
I'm glad you saw sense.
Thank you kindly.
Do you think Microsoft's neglecting or betraying Xbox gaming unit? I hope not, because I want competition. I support Xbox succeeding because I want competition between PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh, damn. Hello.
How long do you think GTA 6 is going to stay on PS5? Forever, pretty much. It's, GTA, even when they released the PS6 version of GTA, GTA 6, when they released the PS6 version of GTA 6, the online is still going to be up on that game. And when was that show? The episodes I couldn't see were 220, 328, 506, 652, 680, 685, 698, 719, and 735 to 40. Some of these were because of missing or damaged master tapes or a celebrity that didn't clear their appearance. Oh. I'll see you, Phoenix. Take care, dude. See if we can win something here. I'm excited to go back to Vice City, you bet. Yep, definitely.
Can't we get any nice guys in here? Can't argue with that.
PlayStation 6 next year is a huge chance it could be released, yes. Can you teach us blackjack? Well, the goal of blackjack is pretty easy. It's to beat the dealer. It's to get closer to 21. You cannot go over 21 or you're bust. So the closer you are to 21, the higher you have a chance of winning. And the deal, when you stand, it means you don't want any cards. You play with that hand, and then the dealer reveals their hand. And the dealers usually, I think 16 is like the number they stop on, or 17. I think that's what it is. No, I've never actually watched Miami Vice. Oh wow, look at this hand right here, okay. Increase bet by $1. Nah, somebody's folding already. Folding too. Oh, he's going in max bet there. He's gotta be really confident with himself then. He could have a king too. Oh, he's going in a max bet too. I'm going in too. I'm gonna win. There we go. Do you think GTA 6 will have a gigantic airport? I hope it's bigger than Los Santos Airport. I'll see you, April. Take care, man. Oh, these are not bad cards either. 2 hearts and a king and a 6. It's not bad either. Somebody's already out. Damn, not even one matching card. Check. Dealer will stop at 17. Okay. It's I made that mistake there. Damn. check it. I don't know if I want to go in now. Holding this. Not killing the animal for 24 hours, yeah. Ace and high, He would have won, yeah. I wouldn't have beat him. In my neighborhood, people let their dogs chase the mailman and take bets to see who dog will get them first. And those people are gonna get sued. If I was the mailman, I would sue the hell out of those people. Wow. Wow, look at this. What are you even a professional at? Well, that's just my name. Can you answer the devil's sayas? What's his question? You're a libertarian. What do you think of Javier Milei? Greetings from Argentina. Hey, I have a pretty more positive view of him. I think that his election is good generally for libertarians because it's, libertarians will be recognized more around the world because he is really the first libertarian that was elected in like a major country, really, that I could think of. And he's done a good job so far. Like, he's reduced inflation a lot in Argentina. And, like, people, because Argentina was so used to the Peronists, if I'm pronouncing them correctly, who have, like, ruled Argentina for just so long. And there was, like, two parties. People were just sick of the two parties. And they voted for the anarcho-capitalist guy, the big libertarian guy, Milei. And I think he actually did pretty decent. I wouldn't mind having him as my leader. But that's, so I think he was I think he's doing a decent job in Argentina. That's just my opinion on it. There. Okay. Darkest moments in the Mafia games. Mafia 1, probably Polly's death. Mafia 2, what happened to Henry's death. Mafia 3, Lincoln's family being killed. Mafia the Old Country. Probably Luca's death. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this. I'm gonna go in with this. I just really hope he doesn't have a queen. 2 pairs, 4s, and 2s. There we go. This card is all dependent on if I'm gonna win. There we go. Look at that. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna leave here. I made a profit. I've seen the first Rocky movie, Tony Montana. Hey, Victorio, thank you for the super chat. What separates death squads and mercenaries? Well, death squads are usually working for themselves, for the most part, where mercenaries are working for somebody else. But death squads are just bad people in general, like evil people. But hold on one second here. Getting a phone call. Okay, sorry about that. I just had a quick phone call. Okay, so, the mercenaries and the death squads thing is death squads in general are just evil people, bad people. You know, Crash of Prado are a perfect example of a death squad, in Max Payne 3 that you have. But the, about mercenaries is mercenaries aren't generally good, but the thing is, not all mercenaries are evil. There are some mercenaries that are actually good people. It really depends on the situation, because there are mercenaries who will basically just work for anybody. They will just do whatever, you know, for money. They don't really care the country that they're fighting for, or if it's even a just cause or anything like that. There are mercenaries that are good people, though. The mercenaries that I can think of that are good people are the Merchant Marines, which technically the Merchant Marines technically are mercenaries, which, if you don't know who they are, they are basically private contractors that a lot of times have military experience, who, you know, they wear body armor, you know, usually field caps, they're usually carrying like an M4, and they are on, you know, ships in the ocean, usually Pacific Ocean, and so those guys prevent piracy. So those mercenaries aren't necessarily going to other countries and like harassing people, looting countries. They are just, you know, protecting ships, and they technically count as mercenaries. So like they're protecting ships from pirates. So if you ever seen those videos of those guys on like ships that are shooting at pirates like with M4s, like in like off the coast of Somalia, those guys are mercenaries. So like the shipping companies hire those guys to basically protect their ships from the pirates, and if it wasn't for those guys, a lot of the ships would have been taken over. So, you know, those guys aren't necessarily bad. But then you also have like bad mercenaries. You have people like, you know, the Wagner group in Russia, you know, who are basically war criminals. And then you also have, you know, the American version of that, which is Blackwater, which are also war criminals. So you have you know, both people, you know, both evil groups in like Russia and America that are mercenaries. Do the old man voice for nostalgia, where I piss off the scammers. He's like, my name is Alex Mason. I fought in the Cuban Missile Crisis. I protected Florida from communism. Yeah, that's the thing. The scammer actually thought that I was like an old man when I talked to them. Like, it was a video where I pissed off a scammer like a couple of years ago, and the scammer thought I was an old man. Good, John. Okay, but guys, I guess I'm gonna be heading out here. Yes, FARC, AUC, and Contras, yes, could very much be death squads, yes. All of those groups. Merryweather is a parody of Blackwater. I'll be heading out here, guys, because I'm really hungry, and I haven't had dinner yet. So I'm going to be heading out here, but come by my stream tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do another stream, but it'll be a little bit earlier. We'll do a 4th of July stream, and I'll be having a unique outfit for the 4th of July, and we'll be playing a War of Rights. We'll be doing the Revolutionary War expansion. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day.